Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Recognition Rites of the UP Institute of Environmental Science and Meteorology. I am Dr. Maisine Ligaray, and it is my pleasure and honor to be your Master of Ceremonies for the first virtual recognition rites of our institute. Today is a momentous day for our graduates. But before we begin our program, let me present to you the house rules during this special event. First, I would like to ask everyone to turn off your audio. Everyone should be muted during the entire ceremony. Second, you can use the chat function to greet or comment. Please be reminded to be respectful of others. Last but not the least, I am encouraging the graduating students and awardees to turn on your respective cameras. And now, please stand up for the national anthem. To begin the ceremony, please help me welcome our Institute Director, Dr. Lemuel Aragones, for the opening remarks.
Thank you, May. Baptism with fire si May bilang bago naming kasama na faculty sa Institute. First of all, I would like to greet all the graduating students for the class of 2019-2020, their parents, the rest of their family, their loved ones, my colleagues, our staff, friends, guests, and officials of UP Diliman and UP System. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Welcome to IESM's first virtual recognition rites. This is virtual for obvious reasons that we are amid this COVID-19 pandemic. Some of the protocols that have been in place include no large group gathering, social distancing, wearing of masks when going out in public, and regular washing of hands. And these protocols are all based in science. I hope hindi naman ako magmumukhang sirang plaka sa kakaulit ng salitang siyensya o science sa aking welcome address na ito. Una, gusto ko sanang tingnan ang nangyari sa huling semestre ng mga graduates na ito sa UP IESM. Biglang natapos na lang ang inyong semestre at nakaroon ng polisiya na wala nang pagpapatuloy ng regular face-to-face classes. Naalala ko nung kami, panahon nila, kasama ko sila Rene, yun, panahon ng People's Revolution, ay nagkaroon din kami ng ganyang pangyayari. Ang kaibahan lang ay patapos na ang semestre noong 1986, February 1986. At ngayong pagkakataong ito ay wala pa sa kalagitnaan ng semestre. At sa pamamagitan ng kaibahan na ito ay napaka-controversial at naging magulo ang potensyal na pagbibigay ng mga grado. Kaya gusto ko sanang bigyan ng pagkakataon na i-emphasize ang pagbigay ng pass at kaibahan ng pagbigay ng quantitative grades. Sa ating graduate school ay napakahalaga ng quantitative grades. Kaya po nabarapat na karamihan ay nag-opt for quantitative grades, pero may ilan din pong nag-opt for pass. Isa po ding makikita na kaibahan ng 1986 at 2020 ay ang level ng siyensya. At isang nakikita kong problema sa ating lipunan ngayon dulot nitong pandemya ay ang pagkakaibang pananaw sa mga impormasyon. Yung 2020 or ngayon po ay 2020 na, pero ang dami pa rin po tayong misinformation o mga fake news na nakukuha o lumalabas. Sa tingin ko po ito ay refleksyon ng ating kakulangan ng pagbibigay ng importansya sa siyensya sa ating lipunan. Ang bottom line po ay wala tayong culture of science. So hindi po tayo marunong tumingin sa mga scientific solutions o hindi po ito pangmalawakan. Lalo na po itong pandemya, ito po ay isang public health issue, ngunit mukha pong nangunguna ang mas mahalagang bagay tulad po ng ekonomiya na hindi po natin masisisi sapagkat tayo po ay mahirap na bansa. At kitang-kita rin po natin ang inequalities or inequities sa access ng mga resources, ng mga bagay-bagay ngayon. Sa 13 pong gagraduate ngayon, may isa po talagang nag-email sa akin na siya po ay hindi makakasama sapagkat mahinang-mahina po talaga ang internet connection sa lugar niya. Ito po ay isang ehemplo na nakikita natin sa ating lipunan at lalong-lalo na sa darating na susunod na semestre. Karamihan ngayon po ay naguguluhan sapagkat hindi po tayo gumagamit ng tinatawag na objective truth. Ito po yung science. Yung bang nangyayari ang mga phenomena na nakikita natin maski hindi po ninyo or hindi pinaniniwalaan o naiintindihan ng iba. Unfortunately, ngayon po ay nangunguna ang political truths. Ito po yung mga paulit-ulit na sinasabi ng mga politiko na akala nila po ay pwede nang maging totoo. So ganyan po kaimportansya ang siyensya. At ang pandemya na po na ito ay nag-expose ng kahalagahan ng siyensya. Sa ating 13 magsisipagtapos, isa po ay magtatapos ng doctoral o PhD sa environmental science. 10 ay sa masteral. At 5 po ng masteral sa environmental science at meteorology. At 2 po ay magsisipagtapos ng diploma sa environmental science. Sa laki po ng ating populasyon sa Pilipinas, ito po ay napakahalaga kasi tayo lang po ang ilan sa nagbibigay ng advanced degrees. Lalong-lalo na po sa meteorology, tayo lang po ang nagbibigay ng advanced degrees sa meteorology. Iilan lang po ang nagbibigay ng advanced degrees o graduate degrees sa environmental science. Unfortunately, ay mababa po ang graduation rate natin sa institute. Ngunit ganun din po naman ang karamihan ng mga iba pang graduate degree programs sa kolehiyo ng Agham dito sa UP Diliman. Tulad lang po ng pandemya, iyan po ay isa sa mga challenges na aming kailangang harapin. We will try to formulate new policies in our academic degree programs that will increase the interactions between advisor and advisees with the hope that there will be better mentoring results, monitoring of student progress will truly happen, and much more success sa pag-develop ng kanilang mga proposals, pag-kolekta ng data, pag-analyze ng data, at pag-compose nito para sa isang manuscript o thesis para din sa publication. Ang bottom line po ay gusto nating gumanda ang ating graduation rates. Kaya ito po ang mga kasama sa ating haharapin sa gitna ng pandemya na ito. Kaya malugod po akong nagpapasalamat sa panahon ng mga tao ngayong umattend ng first virtual recognition rites po ng IESM, sapagkat sa palagay ko po ay hindi dapat hadlangan ang pasasalamat at ang pagbibigay dangal sa mga nagtatapos at sa kanilang institusyon na kanilang pagtatapusan, ang pagpapasalamat ng mga lahat na naging parte ng kanilang buhay. At sa mga graduating students again, muli, congratulations in advance sapagkat UP Diliman po ang may declaration ng graduates nyo at bukas po ito. At sa aking mga kasapi sa IESM, sa buong kasama ko po, admin, hanggang administration, hanggang mga colleagues ko po, maraming salamat po at ulit, congratulations.
Thank you, Director Aragones, for the moving remarks. Now, may I call on Dr. Gay Jane Perez to help us introduce our inspirational speaker.
Thank you, May. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker for the 2020 IESM Annual Recognition Rites. Dr. Jerry Bagtasa received his bachelor's and master's degrees in physics from De La Salle University and PhD in science specializing in atmospheric physics from Chiba University. Dr. Bagtasa joined IESM in 2008 and has since become a core pillar of the meteorology program of the Institute and the country in general. Dr. Bagtasa is internationally recognized for his numerous publications and seminal papers on the Philippine climate, weather, and atmospheric pollutants. He also serves as the UP Diliman resident meteorologist and has been providing weather advisory through an online platform he created, theweathermanila.com. It's indeed a privilege to be working alongside a prolific scientist like Sir Jerry. So to deliver his inspirational message, let's all welcome Professor Jerry Bagtasa.
Good afternoon and congratulations to the IESM Batch 2020. It has never been this important to be in these two science disciplines, environmental science and meteorology. Why? Because we are about to reach a point where there is no turning back. Our insatiable need for fossil fuel, limitless economy, increasing population are among the things that really need fixing. We are also in a point of human history, particularly this century, where the need to fix our energy source is paramount, as fixing this can literally result in saving the human race. Like all species that are now extinct, it's the environment that killed them. Climate change over millions of years is what killed them. And as if we didn't know better, we accelerated this process of climate change to our detriment. The rise of right-wing authoritarian rule globally will also add strain to the environment. Choosing economy, always environment. There are many things that need fixing in the environment. And you, being in these two fields of sciences, environmental science and meteorology, are in the perfect position to fix these problems facing humanity. However big or small, it is what needs to be done. Success is not always the outcome, but we need to persevere. Again, congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Bagtasa, for your encouraging message. We would like to take this opportunity to honor Dr. Jerry Bagtasa with the Outstanding Faculty Award for the academic year 2019 to 2020. The Institute of Environmental Science and Meteorology hereby awards this plaque of appreciation on the 25th day of July 2020 in recognition of your excellence and outstanding contributions to the Institute. Signed by Dr. Cherry Ringor, Deputy Director of Academic Affairs, Dr. Gay Jane Perez, Deputy Director of Research, and Dr. Lamuel Aragones, Director of IESM.
Hello. Thank you very much for this award. Thank you.
This event also allows us to award and recognize our respected professors and mentors for their outstanding and dedicated service. Please help me in honoring Dr. Raquel Francisco and Dr. Leoncio Amadore with this special recognition of outstanding and dedicated service. In appreciation of your many years of dedicated service, devotion, and commitment to teach and mentor future meteorologists. As such, you have made big impacts in advancing the field of meteorology in our country. The Institute of Environmental Science and Meteorology hereby awards this plaque of appreciation on the 25th day of July 2020 in recognition of your outstanding contributions to the Institute. Signed by Dr. Cherry Ringor, Deputy Director of Academic Affairs, Dr. Gay Jane Perez, Deputy Director of Research, and Dr. Lamuel Aragones, Director of IESM.
Sir Ama, unmute niyo po ang microphone niyo. Baka gusto niyo magsalita. Sige, sir. Sige po, sir.
Our last award will be given to the outstanding alumni of the Institute. Honoring Dr. Flaviana Hilario with the Outstanding Alumni Award in Meteorology for the year 2020. The Institute of Environmental Science and Meteorology hereby awards this plaque of appreciation on the 25th day of July 2020 in recognition of your excellence and outstanding contributions to the Institute. Signed by Dr. Cherry Ringor, Deputy Director of Academic Affairs, Dr. Gay Jane Perez, Deputy Director of Research, and Dr. Lamuel Aragones, Director of IESM.
Thank you very much for this very prestigious award. I'm really honored to receive this outstanding alumni of the in meteorology. Again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ma'am Flavi. Next, we would like to honor Dr. Francis Magbanwa with the Outstanding Alumni Award in Environmental Science for the year 2020. The Institute of Environmental Science and Meteorology hereby awards this plaque of appreciation on the 25th day of July 2020 in recognition of your excellence and outstanding contributions to the Institute. Signed by Dr. Cherry Ringor, Deputy Director for Academic Affairs, Dr. Gay Jane Perez, Deputy Director of Research, and Dr. Lemuel Aragones, Director of IESM.
Thank you very much po. Maraming salamat.
Congratulations to all awardees. Parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the highlight of this event. Our Institute Director, Dr. Lemuel Aragones, will be presenting the candidates for graduation. When your name is called, you would like to ask the graduating student and the family to please turn on your camera for acknowledgement.
Colleagues, friends, guests, it's my pleasure to present the candidate for PhD in Environmental Science. Jonah L. Gondo. Her dissertation title is Polychlorinated Biphenyls and Associated Effects in Stranded Cetaceans in the Philippines. Natural gauge of current and potential impacts to the environmental and human health. Together with that, we will also be giving Ms. Bondok the IESM Outstanding PhD Student Award. For the Outstanding PhD Student Award, it has a 5,000 cash incentive, courtesy of yours truly, the director.
Yay! Thank you.
Colleagues, friends, it is my pleasure to present now the candidates for MS Environmental Science. Marjon Y. Baludo. The thesis title, Insights into the Diel Vertical Migration of the Pelagic Crustacean Zooplankton Community in Lakewood. Ana Marie P. Purificacion. The title of the thesis is Home Range of the Philippine Tar Snake, Carlitos Siricta, in Inatao Libertad Protected Landscape and Seascape, Misamis Oriental, Philippines. Implications for conservation. It's important to note here that Dana was actually primarily advised by the late Dean Perry Ong. I was just happy to pick up from him. Again, congratulations. Ellison Kit P. Encarnacion. His thesis entitled Application of Direct Mercury Analysis in the Determination and Risk Estimation of Mercury in Marketable Size Milkfish and Tilapia, cultured in the west and east bays of Laguna Lake. Ani Lin M. Lagi. Her thesis entitled Marine Mammal Stranding from 2005 to 2016 in Biogeographic Region of the Philippines, Spatiotemporal Analysis in Association with Environmental Parameters. Unfortunately, Jonah can join us, but John G. San Pedro. Thesis entitled Prediction of Primary Production in Laguna de Bay Using Artificial Neural Network. Again, congratulations, John. My pleasure to present the candidates for the Diploma in Environmental Science. Luis Ann C. Fulgencio, mentored by Dr. Gay J. Perez. Noemi S. Walikan, mentored by yours truly. My pleasure to present the candidates for MS Meteorology. Eunice G. Canea. Their thesis entitled Trend and Variability of the 17-Year Lightning Climatology in the Philippines.
Yay! Wala pala kita nakita, day.
Ilham dito.
Day. Ay, wala na kita nakita, day.
Archie I. Venoria. His thesis is entitled Interrelationship Between Ground and Satellite Precipitation Measurements in the Philippines. Noel R. Bangyao. This is titled Impact of Madden-Julian Oscillation on the Philippine Winter Rainfall. Redmond G. Nacario. This is titled Rainfall and Heavy Rainfall Detection Using the Infrared Bands of Himawari 8 Advanced Himawari Imager in the Philippines. Michael Angelo P. Valete. His thesis entitled Spatio-Temporal Evaluation of Historical Drought in the Philippines Using Standardized Precipitation Index.
Thank you, Dr. Aragones. We have invited two representatives from the graduating students of Environmental Science and Meteorology. Our first representative from Environmental Science is the sole graduating PhD candidate of the Institute. She is a registered chemist and is currently a university researcher too at the Natural Science Research Institute. She received her master's degree in environmental science from IESM and received her bachelor's degree in chemistry from the University of Santo Tomas. Her research interests are environmental chemistry and ecotoxicology. She has been a lecturer in Ateneo de Manila University and De La Salle University. Please welcome our outstanding PhD student awardee, Jonah Bondok.
Hi! Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. Jonah here. I would like to congratulate all graduates of the IESM, including myself. Ako po ay mid-year 2019 graduate at katulad ninyong lahat, nagsumikap, nagtiyaga, kaya napagtagumpayan ang lahat ng hamon ng UP IESM. But of course, it is very important also to remember that reaching this point was not at all a product of just our own efforts. We had a very strong support network. We had our family, we have our friends, our partners, of course, the IESM admin staff, our former professors, and of course, our mentors. Looking back, I think for all of us, our journey was a roller coaster ride of emotions. For so many times, naisip ko dati, ano ba naman to si Sir Lem? Napaka-stressful. Kasi he constantly challenged me in everything that I did during my graduate work. Mapa-technical writing or public speaking. So kapag mayroon akong schedule ng oral presentation, ipa-practice niya ako from morning till afternoon. So I will present to him my PowerPoint slides and then iisa-isahin niyang i-check yung font, yung size ng font, yung color, kung meron akong bullet form dyan sa slides ko, ilan lang ba dapat ang allowed, yung manner ko of presenting myself during the presentation, lahat yun i-check niya. So, dumating din ako sa point na parang ayoko na. Many times yun, ayoko na. Pero very thankful ako kasi I did not quit, no? Kahit na ilang beses nangyari na hindi ako magpapakita sa office niya, I kept coming back, no? At si Sir Lem, pagbalik ko sa office niya, ang lagi niyang greeting sa akin is, Day? Okay ka na, Day? So, yun. So, as I progressed in my graduate program, I realized yung mga ganong feeling natin na pressure tayo from our mentors, ngayon pag iniisip mo na, they were just refining our rough edges, no? Because we were being molded to the best versions of ourselves. So that when the time comes na tayo naman ang maging mentors, we have the necessary skills and attitudes already of creating an effective environment for mentoring. Siyempre yung mga mentors natin, hindi naman yan sila mga perfect na tao, no? So what do? We pick up their great qualities and become inspired by them. So overall, ano ba ang greatest takeaway ko sa aking graduate school journey befitting to be shared with you, no? I think ito yung we should not forget people who helped us along the way. No matter how good and talented we think we are, and irrespective of the achievements we have already made, we should always remember those who have helped us, because it will be very impossible to reach this stage kung walang help from other people. So, sa akin, I would take this opportunity to thank most especially the IESM admin staff from the time na kami ay nasa, tawag namin, mababang paaralan ng Valladolid, hanggang sa kami ay nasa CSRC na at nagkaroon na ng sariling building ang IESM. Thank you very much for all your help sa aking mga former professors, friends, and classmates who are now colleagues, and of course my mentors, Doc Lem, of course Ma'am Vanji, Dr. Kwan, Dr. Masangkay, and of course the help of Dr. Velarde. So from the bottom of my heart, maraming salamat po. To the rest of us, good luck and congratulations. Padayon.
Thank you, Ms. Bondo, for your touching message. Now we move on to our second representative from meteorology, who is one of our graduating master's students. He has a Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Physics. He conducts research on satellite remote sensing of precipitation, lightning and thunderstorm forecasting, and extreme weather monitoring, and is currently a senior science research specialist at IESM. I would like to invite Archie Viloria to give his message.
Distinguished faculty, colleagues, family, and friends, good afternoon. I am Archie Viloria, and I have been given this honor to speak to all of you on behalf of the whole graduating class of IESM. Let me start by sharing a bit of my story. I graduated from UPLB way back 2015 with a degree in Applied Physics, major in instrumentation. Back then, I used to think that everyone's career is dictated by one's training during their undergrad days. And so, a few weeks after I graduated, I started working as a hardware engineer. I spent 2 years being a corporate slave who always works within a Gantt chart. Everything was organized and planned to the point that it felt like a routine without any challenge and fulfillment. In pursuit of a new environment, I started to think about pursuing graduate studies. During that time, I thought of pursuing electronics engineering, because I've been in the field for 2 years already. But as I rummaged through my undergrad files, I came across my undergraduate thesis, which essentially analyzed historical rainfall data in Los Baños, Laguna. Then I thought that maybe, just maybe, my calling is in meteorology. And so I resigned from my work, applied for graduate studies, spent 2 years and mid-year term to finish my degree, then waited for a year before my graduation March. Unfortunately, COVID happened, and here we are. Still, I am glad to celebrate with you all the accomplishments of IESM Class 2020 during this online recognition rite. Of course, pursuing a graduate degree is not as easy as saying that we all made it. Each and every one of us had our share of struggles, sleepless nights, and even ugly cries. I resigned from work as soon as I submitted my MS application. It was a pretty wrong move because I started grad school broke. Thankfully, Dean Giovanni Tapang hired me as an RA at NIP. He also became one of my thesis advisors together with Dr. Gay Perez, who accepted me as her advisee even though I was just a first-year grad student. Juggling my time as an RA, a full-time grad student, and an uwian person from the Everett traffic or Tigas Pasig, I struggled so much. I got to go home by 10 p.m., study and continue work until 1 or 2 a.m., wake up at 6, and still get late for my 9 a.m. class. Those are just but physical struggles of being both a grad student and an RA, which most of us were. Who will forget the mental torture every one of us experienced during the start of our coursework? Is there someone here who finished all 5 questions from Meet You 201 exam? FYI, those 5 questions have 5 more sub-questions, and everything was an essay. Who didn't struggle trying to answer dynamic math exercises and ended up occupying the whole whiteboard just to realize that your answer was wrong? For the NVSI majors who didn't take an all-nighter finishing the required journal reading and technical reports for that week or even for that day, who took so much time staring at a blank map and ended up feeling only the part of the West Philippine Sea or answering only the tropical rainforest climate type. It was a continuous struggle of what to do first, what to do next, and where to eat lunch. Sa Nix ba tayo kakain or sa CN? Everything felt new and challenging. I got to experience fulfillment in what I do, aside from taking long naps in the afternoon. Not only did we struggle with our coursework, I can also attest that every one of us experienced all kinds of hardships during our thesis days. The fear of not presenting enough progress during research meetings still haunts me. But this fear also motivated me to exert more. The feeling of discovering something new pushed me to continue on. The success of each graduating student from IESM will never be possible without the support from our respective advisors, faculty, and admin staff. Thank you for sharing your wisdom with us and molding us to be better scientists and scholars. Our theses are not just requirements that we need to submit in order to graduate. Our individual research works contribute to the community and beyond, from the neighborhood that we live in to our distant countrymen, animals, environment, and even space. This is something that IESM made me realize throughout my graduate studies. Fieldworks and community exposures made us understand more of what we do and what good can it contribute. I can still remember my first fieldwork where we surveyed drought-affected farms in order to gather data and eventually forecast drought. I think it was in Bicol. Creating drought forecasts may just be lines of code for us scientists, but for the small-time farmers, these are what they need to gain more income, avoid crop damages, and minimize yield loss. Thinking of what we can contribute, all these hardships and sleepless nights will all pay off, not just because we graduated, but at some point, we can help someone in need, we can save animals in danger of extinction, or we can help revive the dying Philippine forest. Taking the leap of faith and jumping from one field to another is a big decision that I once made, that the other graduating students also made. But up until now, I don't regret a thing. Thank you so much to the whole IESM and CS community for giving us an opportunity to realize what we want to do, for giving us the knowledge that we need to have, and for molding us to become the scientists that we are right now. Every bit of experience that we had contribute to the supply that is meant to serve not just the people, but also the environment that we live in. Thank you so much and congratulations to us all.
Thank you, Archie, for your moving speech. Congratulations to the IESM graduating class of 2020. We are now reaching the end of this memorable event. I would like to invite the IESM Deputy Director of Academic Affairs, Dr. Cherry Ringor, to give us the closing remarks.
Thank you, Maizoni. I hope I am clear to everyone. Before we say goodbye, and hopefully temporarily, it's time to acknowledge all those who made this possible. So I'd like to share something to you. Back again, congratulations to all the graduates and all the best, and also to your family.
Volume mo, check.
Thank you, Dr. Ringor, for your touching video and remarks. May I call on Dr. Lemuel Aragones to say a few words in behalf of the faculty and staff of IESM.
Maraming salamat, May. Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. I will take this opportunity. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa aking mga kasama sa IESM sapagkat ito po ay aking huling graduation na pangungunahan bilang direktor. Sa susunod na taon po ay may bago na sapagkat matatapos po ang term ko ng end of May 2021. Salamat sa aking mga kasama sa executive committee sa dalawang terms ko na yon, sa mga admin staff na walang sawang suporta, ang mga faculty members na nagbago during those 6 years, mga bago at mga magre-retire, mga kasama natin, tulad ng mga professional lecturers, ang bagong item natin na professorial fellow, at po kayo ay makakatulong itatag ang landas na pinatutunguhan natin. Sana po ay pareho tayong makapagsabi na successful po tayo. Maski alam natin na marami pa tayong pagkakataon na gumaling o ika nga room for improvement. So ulit, maraming salamat sa ating Master of Ceremony na nagkaroon ng Baptism of Fire, si Maizoni Bigaray. At salamat din sa ating mga instructors na although sila ay on leave bilang full-time student, so dual degree program po nila, ay sila po ay nabigyan ng mahirap na trabaho ngayong graduation. Ito ay yung virtual marshals po sila, si B.A. Racoma at Jane Delfino. Special mention po si Jane Delfino kasi sa totoo po, siya po ang director ng event na ito. So kung wala po siya at si BA at si May ay mahirap pong mabuo itong contribution na ito natin sa IESM, pati po yung naganap lang ho kaninang umaga, yung graduation din na virtual ng CS. Ulit, maraming pong salamat sa inyong lahat.
Thank you, Dr. Aragones. Before we go, may I ask everyone to please stand for the UP Naming Mahal.
UP Naming Mahal, pamanta sa hirap, magdinig namin, sana'y iyong hingin. Malayong lupain sa aming mangarating, di rin magbabago ang damdamin. Di rin magbabago ang damdamin. Luntihan at ulat sa isang magpakailanman, ating pagdiwang, bulwagan ng darangan. Umayon din ang hardibig at tapang, mabuhay ang pag-asa ng bayan. Mabuhay ang pag-asa ng bayan.
Mag-group photo po tayo ha. Mag-group photo tayo. Turn on your video. Turn all your video para tayo lahat magkasya. Hi, Francis. O sabihin mo na, BA, kung makukuna na ha.
Two takes, sir, kasi marami.
Sige, 2 pictures daw, 2 pictures. Ako nga, in-extend ko na tong screen ko, hindi pa rin kasi.
Wait lang, sir. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Second. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Maraming salamat. Congratulations ulit. UP Diliman naman bukas. Thank you, BA, Jane, May.
Thank you po.
Good job, good job.
Congratulations. Congratulations, everyone.